All right, prime factorization, you're going to be using factors in a factor tree to break down the number. So for 10, you're going to ask yourself what times 10, what times what gives you 10? So we've got 5 times 2. And 5 and 2 are both prime numbers, so we're going to put them in order from least to greatest. So 2 times 5 is going to be our answer. Number 2 is 54. You can use many factors. But the biggest thing is if it's even, just use one that ends in 2. So 2 times 27 would give you 54. And then you're going to take 27, you're going to break that down because it's not prime, into 3 and 9. And then 9 can still be broken down by 3 times 3. So 2 and your 3 3s are going to be your prime factors. So when we write this out, you can write 2 times 3 times 3 times 3, or in 6th grade, we use exponents. So 2 times, and you've got 3 3s, so it's going to be 3 to the 3rd power. For 72, again, you can use many factors, so 2 times 36, and then I'm going to use 6 times 6. I'm going to break down 6 times 6 as 3 times 2 on both of them, and 3 and 2 are going to be our prime numbers. So now if you look, you have 1, 2, 3 2's times 2 3's. So that would be your prime factorization of 72. For 100, the main one is 10 times 10, and then break down 10 times 10, which is 5 times 2, and 5 and 2 are both prime as well. So writing from the least base, so we've got 2 squared times 5 squared would be your prime factorization of 100. 50, you can use 10 times 5, break down your 10 and 5 and 2. You've got your 2 by itself and then 5 squared as your answer. 24, you got 6 and 4, they're both composites, so break them down to its primes. And 2 and 3 are prime, so we've got 2 to the 3rd power times 3. All right, 60, 10 times 6. 10 is going to be 5 and 2. 6 is going to be 3 and 2. These are all prime, so you could stop. 2 squared times 3 times 5 would be your answer. 32, again, you can use many factors. But again, if you're stuck and you see that it is an even one, just use an even number. So 2 times 16. 16 would be 8 times 2. 8 would be 4 times 2. And 4 would be 2 times 2. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2's. So your answer is going to be 2 to the 5th power. And then 45, you've got 9 and 5. 5 is prime. Break down your 9 by 3 times 3. So 3 squared times 5 would be your answer. So we're going to use prime numbers in a factor tree.